How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new, because this is going to be a completely different type of video. So I usually do gaming or reaction videos. I figured today or as like the past week that I was going to try to do a game dev video. Now this is my first time ever using Unity. This is my first time ever coding. This is my first time doing any of this. I guess you can say I've touched some of it. I've never actually been able to learn it. I've never understood it. So we all know also recently with Brackeys, he is a game dev person on YouTube. He recently quit YouTube, and I've been watching him for a while trying to learn and understand everything. So I figured out of a memorial for his channel or whatever, because he didn't die, but it's just his channel. He's pretty much stopping on that. And a memorial for his channel, we are going to try to create a game that he has created on his channel by following tutorials, and we're going to add a whole bunch of his videos. We're going to get a group of his videos, and we're going to bunch them all together and create one game from multiple different tutorials of his. And then later on down the road, depending on how this video goes or how these set of videos go, we're going to implement things that you guys want to have in the game, or you guys think that should be in the game. Then we'll implement it, and then I don't know when it's going to be done. It should maybe be less than a couple weeks. I'm not going to do too much work on it, and then we're going to post it somewhere. I don't know where. We're just going to post it and let you guys download it and let you guys play it. So a lot of the stuff that you guys will want to see in the game or whatever will be in the game or can be in the game, and it may take a minute because I'm completely new at this, but that's how it's going to go. So let's go ahead and jump right on into this and talk about what we've done so far in the game. So I think the first thing that I ended up doing was watching his video on how to make movement. Now of course he had two other videos right before that, and they were on the how to make a game type of thing in Unity, but I already did those before anything. That was pretty much all just a setup type of thing, how to get everything set up. So I started with the movement, and of course, as usual, me being new, nothing always went correct. There was always something wrong, but eventually I got it. Now the next thing that was the biggest problem out of everything, and by the biggest problem, I literally meant that this thing that I'm about to do has been a problem throughout the entire game dev, because it involves every single item in the game itself, and that is the collision. Now, it was okay in the first half, and then once I started actually working between collisions and between the character and the item that you're not allowed to hit, can you guys guess what happens? Can you just comment down below and tell me you guys can guess what happens? Yes, you are right. More and more and more failures. Finally, for the longest time, after trying to get the debug.log code to work and everything in my actual code, I was literally trying this over and over and over again. And all because of one button that I forgot to toggle on. I couldn't tell it was working, so I spent so much time to try to see if it was working or not and couldn't figure it out. Guess which button it was? It was literally the toggle button to let me see inside the console. And then finally, after a little bit of time, I finally have a character that can move, an enemy that you should not hit, and when you finally do hit the enemy, you will stop moving. Now that's technically your death, but you will stop moving. And finally, after a whole bunch of game design, or level design I should say, it's nothing that's gonna probably stay. I'll probably change all of this before that game is actually released, and possibly by the next game dev if I do another game dev video. But we did some game design or level design, and you guys can see on this somewhere in here that I also put walls up. Later on I end up taking those down because I want to put a surrounding around all this stuff, and I want to like have trees and things and like have an actual environment. So these walls are not staying wherever you're seeing them at. They will not stay. So one of the things I didn't know if I wanted or not was a rigid body movement on a enemy, and of course, as you guys just seen, that it looks pretty dang cool. So we left the rigid body in on the enemies, and then of course we have to make the scoreboard to see how far you've gotten on the game, because of course who doesn't want the scoreboard to prove to their friends that they either have no life because they play the game constantly, or they're just extremely amazing at the game. So I'm assuming that this is the part of the game dev thing that everybody does whenever everyone makes a game dev video. Everybody always has this little jump cut right in the middle, about 4 minutes in, showing something that has nothing to do with the game dev video, showing nothing about the game, showing how it literally has nothing to do with the game dev, but everybody does it. So here's my little jump cut, and here is what I'm working with right now. I'm actually editing this video. That's how the voiceovers are happening. And of course, who would not want a restart function? If you're going to fall off the map or you're going to hit a block, you're going to want to restart. Now don't worry, it looks a little fast here, like it instantly restarts as soon as you touch it. If you guys have ever watched any one of Brackeys' videos, especially these ones, how he shows all this stuff, we make it slower, don't worry, but you do respawn now. And finally, we end up getting a start menu, and we have a final screen for whenever you pass the technical finish line of each and individual level. So you guys will see the start menu hopefully either here soon or at the end of the video when I actually show off what we have all together. Now, the one thing I will say about this is I had plenty of issues. By the time, I think on the clip I can see right now, it says it's 6 a.m. And then the previous clip before that, when I was talking about something, it was 1 a.m. It took me like 4 or 5 hours to figure out what problem I was having, when the entire problem was I accidentally duplicated a line of code, which was screwing everything up, and it took me so long to get these buttons and to get everything working. And then finally, after all together, 8 hours of development, and working on bugs that for some reason were happening in my end but not on the video's end, and me just messing up over and over and over again, we finally have a technical working game. And now we're here in Unity. So now this is literally the entire thing. Like, I don't really know how to explain what we have here. We have 7 different levels. You can go between them, but level 5, 6, and 7 are technically the same, and I'm wanting to change it up a lot eventually. So I want your guys' help for you pretty much to tell me what you think I should add into the game when it comes to power-ups or any special abilities or anything kind of crazy, because I want to start adding a lot of crazy crap. If you can find really in-depth tutorials on Brackeys' channel on certain things that you want to be added into this game, I will do another one of these game dev videos, and I will be adding that into the actual game. So this is what we got right now. We got 7 different levels. We got the menu. We have everything. So of course in the game menu we start on here, but what we're going to do is we're actually going to go to the menu. You guys haven't seen this, and now it looks really weird. This is the menu. It looks really weird. Okay, I get it. So it only has 2 buttons, has play and quit. Of course, since we're in Unity, you can't just click quit and it will actually quit, because you can't really quit Unity by a game. So when we export this out into a full playable game and everything, of course you click quit, it'll quit the game. You click play, you play the game. So what we're going to do is, this has no sound. I will talk about that here in a minute. So we'll go ahead and click play. And I actually got to click play on the actual game first. Go ahead and click play, and then boom, we're actually in the game. Now the controls are really touchy too, and a lot of the levels looks the same because I didn't really do much game design. See, I just fell, and it automatically restarts. So it gives you about 2 seconds in between death and restarting. Now you guys are going to see the levels here, but don't worry, they will change, so you guys don't automatically know what to expect. So we get down to the very end. Of course, this is all going to change. Level complete, and then it spawns up into a new world. Of course, I just put some color on different blocks. Now I think it's the next level. The next level is my favorite one, mainly because of how colorful it pretty much is. I found out I can take pictures and put it on mat collars and everything like that, and put it on actual items. It might be this one. No, it's not this one. But I found out you could do that, so I can take pictures and pretty much UV wrap them around a block or whatever, and I can use that picture on that item as the skin texture pretty much. I keep failing this level, so I think it's the next level, level 4. I don't really know. Yeah, so this one has a whole bunch of stuff. I really went all out with this one. Different textures on different blocks. The whole ground texture is that really weird blue dotted background for my main menu. That's what this bottom is, and that's what those really weird blue ones are at the bottom, or the little blue squares. It's the same picture I use as my main menu. And then we're back to normal. So yeah, it's continuous for 7 levels, and then I don't have an escape menu. I don't have any of that. So if you're playing the game, how you exit the game is Alt F4 to completely jump out of the game. I will be implementing that eventually. And is this gonna just loop itself, or am I on level 7? I have no idea which level I'm on. So yeah, that is the game. So there we go. We're on the main menu again. So eventually I will add the ability to press escape to get off of the game itself, or to open up a pause menu, and then you can click quit, come back to the main menu. I just didn't want to do that now because I'm tired as hell. And so yeah, that's pretty much what I have so far. Now with the sound design, I don't know how to do sound design. I'm not good at it. I don't know how to make music. And I also don't want to have the chance of someone posting royalty-free music on a YouTube video to get people to think it's royalty-free. Me use it in a video or something on my talking about my game and getting for one copyright striked or something like that, or putting it in a game that I'm making using copyrighted music that I don't own can cause a lot of problems. So if anyone out there knows anything that's good for making music, I know there's a few things that Brackeys has talked about and a whole bunch of other people, but I want to know your guys' thoughts about it. Which one's the best things to use for sound design and everything, and just sounds for games in general. And then pretty much anything you guys think that should be in this game, I will try to do, because there was a lot of potential with this game. Of course, Brackeys was just showing how to make something. So I'm going to take all of what he was trying to show, and I want to show what you can make out of it, because there was a lot of potential with this game. So I want to make it something. So give me your guys' ideas down in the comments. Tell me what you guys think should be in the game, and I will do my best to put it in there. I can't guarantee everything because I don't know this very well. This is like my first time, I think, ever completing anything in Unity. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Sorry about there not being any sound in the game. And I guess I'll see you guys in either the next normal video that I usually do, or the next game dev video. So yeah, peace.